Listen, I know that this is an apple tier list video, but I have to show you what I found. Look at this. Fancy salted mixed nuts. This is from like 1975. The thing is vintage, and it was like a can of this. A metal can of mixed and salted roasted nuts was $2.99. That would be like $7 today. I think it'd be cool to open it up and see if it has that iconic mixed nuts smell from, you know, back in the day. Oh, that's on there. What? No! What even is this? I wanted nuts! Oh, I'm never trusting the 70s again! If you've ever eaten an apple, you would know that there's a lot of apples. Naturally, I think it would be very fitting to have somebody you've never met before tell you which one you should get. So we're doing an apple tier list, but we need apples. Well, some would call this less than ideal. We need to appropriately care for each factor, including texture, color. I like this one. We also need to pay attention to how this one's not shiny, but these ones are, because these ones are covered in wax. The good stuff. Opal apples, if they don't taste like rocks, I will be sad. Boy, they just keep getting weirder and weirder with these new genetically designed fruits. If you could please tell me what kind of apple this is, that would be awesome. Maybe I'll put it in the next video. It only ran me $200. What do you mean? This is why you should never buy a McDonald's water. After a couple of days, it goes stale and gets stuck in the cup. This stuff is bad for... This is Paul. Oh my gosh, I just looked at the camera. This is so not centered. Now, if you've noticed, this table is like freaking gross. It's because we found it on the side of the road. So that's what we're doing, an apple tier list video. In case you've ever wanted to, I don't know, go on a picnic and you need to know which ones are gonna taste like what, now you know. And if that picnic happens to be a date, then we can also do something called the split test, which is splitting the apple by hand. I have split hundreds of apples by hand. All of the apples, except for one in this video, are very, very fresh. They have just come in on the grocery store's shipping truck. Let's rate some apples, yo! This one's called an opal apple. In the store, if you remember, I said these words. If they don't taste like rocks, I will be sad. If you don't know, I am a bit of a rock hound and love me some good opal. It's got the best flavor, good crunch, full of minerals. I have lowest expectations for this one. Now, we do have to do the split test. Very splittable. That was clean too. Woohoo! Oh wow. The opal apple might have to replace the opal stone for me. That wasn't easy to bite into though. There's actually blood in here now. I think I was bleeding before. Why am I bleeding? I guess I gotta base it, like an F tier apple means that like, it's just not good, you know, it's mushy, it's got bad texture, it's small, like not filling at all, lacking in flavor. Taste on this one is actually pretty solid. It definitely, you could tell me this was a pear and I would believe you. That is flipping yummy. Maybe like a C. Like if somebody offered me an opal or like just a plain old green apple, I'll probably choose an opal. I just realized I didn't give myself anything to put these on. It just says Granny Smith. I think that's a type of, is that a brand or a type of apple? All right, split test. Oh, my finger popped. Oh. I missed. I am not happy with the results of this. I don't like that. I don't like that. It almost felt kind of chewy on the skin. Like when I was chewing, I could feel it in the back of my head, you know, where I've had a headache for 2 days. And the flavor was so... Like green apple candy tastes better than a green apple. That being said, let's try the other green apple I got. This one also says Granny Smith. Wait, are they both the same? I don't know what the difference is here, because it's like the same apple, right? All right, well, first split test. It's done. That is different. Oh, it's different and not that much better. I'm gonna generously put this one at a D. This one's called an Envy. Again, I don't know if that's the brand or the type of apple. Split test. Another unsplittable apple. Can you believe it? And before you wonder, no, it's not because I'm weak. I have such big giant man hands that I can't possibly cover the surface area. For somebody my size, this is definitely difficult, but if you're much, smaller and weaker and more pathetic than I am, I think you should be able to do this. Ow! Ow! I'm gonna credit it to maybe it's a sharp edge that hurt, and I'm gonna try biting the round side. Oh! Ow! My little chompers have been insulted by the ferociousness of this apple. The taste is super nice, like it's sweet, it's pungent. Whether it's through the skin or the meat of the apple, it still just hurts. Let's go to something a little easier. The Pink Lady apple. All right, I've seen this thing where you put your finger on like the middle of it, and you. Oh. I'm trying to make videos that bring me less pain. Freaking out! There's blood! I'm bleeding! That was a freaking miserable experience. That one hurt my finger and my face. The Envy apple and the Pink Lady apple are both easily F tier, I think? Below D. That's all I know because holy crap, dude. I bought another one that says Pink Lady, but I know this is the brand. I think it was like a Pink Lady sweet, and then this is like a Pink Lady lunchbox apple. I'm just biting into it. Wow, what an upgrade. I could totally see myself working in a grocery store, being on break, and buying this. The skin is so thin and easy to bite through. And it's so sweet. It's like cotton candy. It's really nice. It tastes like a magic apple. Honestly, that one's probably a B. I could see myself like actively seeking that out in a store. This one is a Sugar Bee Honey Crisp. I see these in like every store I go to. Ugh. Have I lost it? Like, I used to be able to do this so well, and now I can't. Oh, there's something alcohol-y about this. I haven't drank before. I don't drink, but there's just like that smell that's in the air when somebody like opens a thing of whiskey or wine or something like that, how you can just smell that very pungent alcohol smell. It has that, but like in flavor form. That's really interesting. I like that. That's an A tier. Yeah, no wonder every store sells these. Like, this is good. Although it did smell like alcohol, so maybe that's why it's so popular, is because they have alcohol in them, and I'm about to get plastered off of this apple.
Julian!
This is another apple that, while you may not have seen the brand, you've seen the type. This is the classic Fiji apple. You may know the name Fiji from the camera company, the water company, or that one place in the ocean. This one is too small to do the split test with. Just straight to the texture. Not only did I bite into it and it hurt so bad, but it's so mushy. It's like a non-Newtonian fluid. The second you put like hard pressure onto it, it gets solid. But the second you like put easy pressure onto it, you just sink into it. Ugh. I don't like that. That's not good. If you need an apple that you like cut into slices and then gum your way through it, this would work. You could probably chew this with your lips if you tried. But that ruins it. I would not get an apple if I wanted that texture. I would get something that has that texture, not an apple. I'm gonna say another D tier experience. Like the texture really ruins it, and it feels like it's got so much water in it. If you needed to hydrate and don't have water, but you do have apples, get one of these. Look at the color on this one. Ooh. This one is the Cosmic Crisp apple. Something's making noises in this house. This is the Cosmic Crisp apple. I expect it to live up to the name. Freaking, this is a Snow White tier apple. At least in visual appearances. I do have confidence in the split test on this one. I'm gonna wash my hands before I try this. I thought I chose apples big enough. Maybe I just think I'm a smaller person than I am. I was really looking forward to this being easier than it's been. But sometimes that's just the way. Let's do something we've never done before. We're gonna bite into the apple. That was perfect. Not the flavor, but like the texture, that was awesome. That was everything. I bit into it. It was crunchy. It was crispy. So let me. Crispy. It was crispy! Sorry, I had to make sure that point about the Cosmic Crisp apple was made. It is the most stereotypical apple flavor I think you'll ever find yourself eating. I honestly forgot I was recording and just started like thinking about random stuff, not about this video, and just started eating the apple. That's so funny. Once the flavor of a Cosmic Crisp hits you, it's actually pretty solid, and it's like, it's not to die for. Like, it's definitely B tier. It's good, but you think of apple, you think of what an apple would taste like. It's gonna taste like a Cosmic Crisp. That being said, watch my immense strength. I'm so strong. I could honestly see that in a store and just be like, oh shoot, a Cosmic Crisp. I'm gonna eat that. I can confidently call that a B tier apple. This is a gala apple. Gala. There's a lot of things that this apple could be. First of all, this thing's freaking small. I could That's crazy. Wait. That's crazy. I could feel it in my mouth. Wow. Ugh, that hurt my jaw. Anyway, this one is another one that is too small for me to, do the split test on. So instead, we're just gonna do this. What are you gonna do about it? I know it looks like I almost hit myself in the face with it, but that was super easy to bite through. I like that. That's pleasant. That's another B tier. On this one, it's like right in between being super crispy and super soft. It's the perfect in between in terms of texture. Like, unfortunately, the thing that keeps it at a B tier is the flavor. It's just another okay flavor. This one's got some good color. Holy crap. I saw this side first and was like, eh. And then I saw this side and was like, now this one's got kind of an interesting name. It's called the Sweet Tango. I don't really know what that means. If it makes me dance when I bite into it, then cool. Okay, I feel crazy because the first one that I did, I split that no problem, and that one had a harder texture than a lot of these have had. Freaking no! So much apple just entered my body at once. The texture is another perfect one. It's on the crispier side, definitely more apple-y. I like it. That's an A. I'm honestly just enjoying this. That was good. That is confidently an A tier apple. That was good. Somehow I bought 3 pink lady apples and did not notice, but this one is different in color and texture. This one is actually more pink than anything. Unfortunately, this one is too small for me to do the split test with. So, you know what that means. Sword time. That was really good. Oh! Ow! Ow! I'm not sure if you saw, but I tried to bite that with my whole mouth and I only got that. I'm freaking bleeding again! F tier! You're all F tier! An apple hurts me, it's a bad apple. Alright, remember the first one that I said was a Honey Crisp? Well, this one is actually a Honey Crisp, but the other one is just what I thought the brand name was. But this one is perfect. Perfect split test size. No, no, no. No! I just wanted to do this split test with it. Any of these. Like, I got one. That freaking sucks. I'm so pissed. Ah! Why can't you be like your brother? S. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of like being a kid in elementary school on like a field trip to the pool or something. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Talk about flavor. Honeycrisp is S tier, bro. That is so good. Okay. This is the coup de grace, or I don't know, the Magnus Opum, or I don't remember how that word's supposed to go. What I'm trying to say is that this is the big one. This is the one I purposefully saved for last. Number one, because it has that classic like apple bottom jeans. I wonder if that's what apple bottom jeans look like. Hey Google, apple bottom jeans. Okay, I was wrong. That is not what apple bottom jeans look like. I feel lied to. This is the most like evil apple that you'll ever see. Look at this thing. This is our final shot at the split test. If I don't get this one, then I will look stupid for even trying it on all the other ones. Come on. Whoa, that's pretty good. Freaking! In terms of what we've seen over the course of this tier list video, usually the texture makes something a B tier and then the flavor keeps it there. But this time, the flavor makes this a B tier and the texture is what keeps it there. If this had a better texture, this would be an A tier, maybe even an S tier. I'm gonna put this one at a high B. So there it was, the Apple tier list. Last time I did a tier list, it was public transportation. This time around, it is apples. I know that in the last video, I said the next tier list was gonna be about my favorite war crimes. Unfortunately, that one may not be very PC or, you know, monetizable. So instead, we did apples. That being said, if you liked the video, press like and maybe subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, tell me why. Put a comment and say why, because I want to make good videos. If you didn't like the video, I want to know why. With that being said, thank you for watching the Apple tier list video. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurt. And I will see you guys next week.